Water.
Two.
Like what?
That's for messing up.
Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to the Wawa.
yesterday.
You got to do what?
I forgot my cousins yesterday.
It's on a schedule.
I wanted to record them saying two.
Two. Why they say it weird?
They're from Baltimore. They're from Baltimore.
So how do they say it?
Two.
It's not two.
No, it's not two. It's two.
T.O.
I love
Two.
Baltimore, so
Two.
It's like TOH.
I love the culture. I love the
Two.
house music.
Two.
No, it's still two.
What? Say them both together.
2 and 2.
2 and 2. Is it, cut it off? 2?
I'm not good at it.
I don't.
Kendra can do it.
2.
This is ILNL.
Welcome to ILNL.
Am I the only one that has Rhythm Nation in the head when he does
No,
that countdown?
it's this
thing?
one too.
Okay.
So, welcome to the show. As you can see, the gang's all here. So,
Somewhat.
hey,
Wait a minute,
Chico.
not Chris. Oh,
What's up?
Hey, Chris.
What up?
Tanisha's returning in the second chair. And Kristen, take care of yourself. Tim here. Nice to see everybody. So, if you know our show, you know our show is pre-recorded. So by the time we talk about this, you already know. But we want to make sure that we, do our part and talk about the things that's important to us. And Michael K. Williams passed. So for us, we just learned about this and kind of had to alter our show a little bit. But like I said, by the time you're seeing this, this has already been 2 to 3 weeks old. So Kristen, who, is, always keeping us abreast of things that come up, sent us a message letting us know that Mr. Williams was found in his home in New York. And immediately, at least speaking for myself, that hit home. That was like losing your uncle type person, like the person that you've seen for a really long time, and you're like, this guy, this cat.
It was like losing Chadwick all over again.
It was like that. And so, while we're, all about fun, we're going to try to keep this as light as we possibly can, in respects to the actor and the man. So, anyone want to jump out before I say some things?
Yeah. So, for me, his acting hits home for me, first off, from The Wire.
Definitely The Wire.
So, his role was Omar.
Stick up man.
Come for the king, bet not miss. Oh, indeed. His character hit home for me, being someone that's same gender loving or gay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the first time it's the first time I literally said that. It might be the first time I literally said it up here. But being that, it's good. Like, granted, his representation, yes, he was dealing with guns and things of that nature. But the thing about Omar, the thing about his character, him playing the character Omar had values. Omar was on the more masculine of the spectrum, with a lot of times, and people knew that Omar was gay, and he gave zero. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he portrayed someone who could easily been a real person. And then when I saw him speak outside of that character, you know, here's this intelligent, beautiful soul, you know, this black man. Um, just you know, when he did his interviews, he was he seemed like the kindest person, a straight up gentleman. And you know, just seeing his different roles, I always look forward to seeing them. So this is a heavy hit. This is definitely a heavy hit. Yeah, this is yeah, this is yeah.
Chico and or Tanisha.
So, first and foremost, the brother has nerd cred.
Absolutely.
Yep.
He was in Incredible Hulk, and he was in Ghostbusters.
Yep.
So, always gets much props for me. But and of course, Lovecraft Country, which, as far as serious roles go, I think that one was my favorite than The Wire. Ghostbusters being my favorite comedic role. He had range. Like, he had a lot of range. He was even, I think he did a voice character for F is for Family. Let's see. But I mostly enjoyed him on the black market because you got to see the real him. You got to watch how he is with people and his thirst for knowledge of things. And he liked to share his knowledge. And I will also say, since Kristen isn't here, the brother had a sense of fashion like no other.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he could dress. I mean, I'm not a fashionable person, but no matter what style you put him in, he ate it up. So it's a great loss.
Anything?
Just a little. I haven't seen him in as many things as you all have, but from what I did see and what I know of him, I have great affection for him and how he carries himself. And so I feel it too. So, yeah.
So, I think I carry a lot of the same spirit as Chico, where black market is where I hold him in high esteem. Like, I love Vice for their documentary stuff and the fact that he showed me parts of New York that I didn't know existed and gave it a human look. Like,
Yeah.
it didn't feel like I was watching a show more than I was watching a way of life
Real life.
that had someone who could bring compassion to very like harsh situations and make you feel like you could identify and make it approachable and
If I may, he made it feel like you were watching a home video. Like
That's a good way of saying it.
He grabbed a buddy of his and was just running around recording stuff.
right.
Of course, in what's the word? In greater detail, and
Yeah.
it didn't look choppy like
He wasn't a visitor.
right.
Yeah. And I think that
He was welcomed. Everywhere.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think it was that and even his performance doing DMX when DMX passed.
Man.
Yep.
All of that kind of showed like he acted through acting. You could see that there was parts of him and what he was doing that made you feel like he internalized parts of it and gave you a little bit of himself. Omar, there was something in that character that he brought out, and even though it was like a gritty part of Baltimore, still he made you root for the bad guy because it wasn't about good or bad, it was about just what is. And
Omar was an anti-hero.
yeah,
Yeah.
very much so. So yeah, I feel like this is another gut punch. Like with losing Chadwick, the way we lost Chadwick, we don't know at this point, and probably by the time this airs, we might know how he passed. But it's just the fact thereof. So, I'm sending up good vibes to him, and
Family.
yeah, and just kind of keeping him in good spirits, because he left a legacy
Circles.
that we can always like reflect back on, thanks to YouTube and other things. But definitely, like, the thing that I'll carry with him is what he did in Black Market, because that to me helped me have more of an appreciation for people in a way that I thought I did, but then I realized that there's more that I could do.
Mm.
And he brought that to me. So, rest in power. And in the spirit of doing things nerddom, we're going to keep it moving, because he felt like he was one of those people that was like, be about your business and get shit done.
Yeah.
Excuse my language.
Ooh.
So, we're going to do that. So, shall we move into our first story? So,
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty is celebrating with Adult Swim on their, I think, 20 years? Is that what this is? I can't really remember what the celebration is. I know it's an Adult Swim achievement. I just can't remember, because I'm kind of thrown off with thank you for looking it up. All right, cool. But
I think this might be 20 years for Adult
I think that's
Swim.
I think that's what this is for. So the whole thing of Rick and Morty, for those that don't know, is that Rick and Morty has ties to Back to the Future. Like, the whole premise of there being this Doc character and this little young character that goes on these adventures is Back to the Future. So they reached out and they pulled up Christopher Lloyd.
Yes.
And I can't remember the young guy's name, and I feel real bad because I remember his name now. Just, again, I'm kind of flustered. But he looks like a young Morty. And they do Rick and Morty going through the whole portal and all of that. And I just thought that was just fun and clever. So, does this make me want a live action Rick and Morty? And the absolute answer is maybe. I don't think they could pull it off. It's so wild and outrageous.
Yeah, like
It would be an expensive show.
Yeah, I would say so.
It depends on how much they really wanted to do with it. Like, if you kept jumping from world to world to world, yeah, that's gonna cost you. If they leveled it down, I could see it being on the level of my God, I completely drew a blank. The movie Mos Def, Always Carry a Towel with You.
Hitchhiker's Guide.
Yes,
to,
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I could see it being on that level.
I kind of think of The Mandalorian with this, if it was a possibility getting done, where you have all these made in real time digital sets. I mean, like, it won't have the same feel as how kinetic the show is in a cartoon form, but the Mandalorian showed that you can make a set in a very small place and just use graphics to bring it all together. I don't know that you can bring the Rick and Morty world together like that, but
Say that again.
Rick and Morty.
He said Morty. You say Rick and Morty.
Oh, you tell my accent?
Rick and Morty.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Since I am learning to be a thespian,
That's not an Islander accent. Where do you get that from?
I must have proper diction. So, Rick and Morty.
I'm Pickle Rick.
So, back to what.
Rick.
Is that why I talk? So, no. Because of The Mandalorian, I think that the technology is there.
For sure.
I'm just not so sure that the feel would carry over in live action.
What's the name of the show with Ted Danson and
Ted Danson?
and the chick
The Good
in
Place?
the Good Place. What if it had like Good Place vibes? How I picture that style of special effects and that kind of world and feel.
You see, that one
Was that an
wasn't
expensive show?
Alien. It probably was,
Well,
but
that
it
was network
wasn't-
TV, so they probably had the budget.
Sure, but I'm just wondering how expensive it was compared to the ones you're mentioning, like
Well,
Mandalorian.
Cartoon Network's on by HBO, so I'm pretty sure they got a nice little
They
budget.
probably had some change, yeah.
Trying to get in people's pockets, but I'm pretty sure.
But it's Aliens though, like Aliens versus like Good Place definitely had some nice special effects, but the special effects were like it's some stuff like I think it
Oh,
would be easy to
Fair,
make a
I don't
bunch of
remember
balloons
any
Doom Patrol.
aliens.
Look what they do with that. Doom Patrol.
I'm not so sure.
Look at the
Doom
craziness
Patrol.
they do with that.
Yeah, but the type of stuff that they illustrate and animate inside of Rick and Morty, like, I don't want to mention some of the aliens that they've created in Rick
Well,
and Morty
yeah.
just because of what they've created.
Oh yeah.
And then you're gonna try to animate it.
Body
I mean,
parts.
make it real, like using prosthetics or
Well, I
3D
mean,
graphics
they-
or something.
Think about some of the stuff they went and decided to do with the boys. So
Well,
there's
They
that.
could go really old school and kitschy so that it
like-
looks really fake, and that's part of the fun.
Like Total Recall type.
Like really
You
far
know
back,
what? I could
like
see that.
early,
and
even
I could
earlier.
see it working. Like going straight puppeteer action.
Like
on
the aliens,
Wow.
the black and white alien shows.
Oh,
where-
that'd be hilarious.
And it's,
That
and it's
far?
on your face. Yeah, that far.
I
That'd
could
be
see it
fun.
at least one world where that's like that. That'd be
Oh
cool.
yeah.
At least I can see. Okay, I can see a Rick and Morty movie.
Live action though?
Live action.
Yes, but I don't see Christopher Lloyd playing Rick.
It's
I-
weird. It's
I-
one of those things where I could see it now that I've seen it, but knowing how old he is and some of the stuff he would have to do. I mean, yes, I know
Yeah,
there's
how would
stunt
that
doubles
go?
and all, but it's just like,
What's the most recent thing he's done? Did he do something after Big Bang Theory?
I think there might have been some commercials he's
I
done,
was gonna
but
say,
I don't
can
know
you
about acting roles.
can you really count Big Bang Theory? Because it's
I'm getting no, not for this,
Because
but I'm just wondering if
this
there
would
was
be a
something
full-on
more
action
recent
movie.
that was, more that's more
Yeah,
comparable.
because Rick fights. Like Rick gets
Yeah,
down.
Rick gets down.
Yeah.
now the memes that I've seen where they had I'm not going to remember anyone's names. The original Green Goblin.
Yeah, Norman. Yeah, he plays Norman.
Yeah.
Oh man, the dude with the teeth in Bond. Oh man, help me out. He was just in he's in 12 Minutes.
Oh,
The cop.
And he's in John Wick.
I don't remember.
Oh, Willem Dafoe.
Yes, Willem
Willem
Dafoe
Dafoe.
would be Rick. And
I could see Willem Dafoe being
they had
Rick.
Let me
the
see.
what you call it from Scott Pilgrim. As
No,
Morty.
he's too tall. He doesn't look young anymore. You're talking about the Sarah.
Michael Cera.
Yeah, you talking about Michael
You
Cera?
can see
Yeah.
him playing Rick.
No. Chico's saying that he could play Morty.
Morty.
No, William Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe.
I think so. Yeah, I think he could do it. Any more than what we have here?
I mean, he'd have the chops action wise. He could
Yeah,
do
but
that
I'm
stuff.
talking about like as far as like the vibe.
Why not? He's crazy.
He's not playful enough.
Yeah,
He's not raunchy enough for you?
no.
I think he could do it. Like, you got to play 12 minutes.
Wait.
Okay,
That's
maybe I
not.
can see.
That's
no,
not.
Just the voice
the
acting
same.
part of what he's doing. I think that kind of sells it.
It's a completely different character. But had you seen him in Boondock Saints?
No.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's a perfect
You have
example.
to see him in Boondock Saints.
Okay.
That's a perfect example. Yeah. So it sounds like the general consensus is this was fun.
Well, someone
But-
What you
says
call it?
Tom Holland for Morty.
I was just about to say, what about
actually,
Tom Holland?
Yeah, let's look at these
Could that
comments.
work?
It's been a while since we had comments. We can't do shout outs, so let's see what. Oh man. Oh, this is the first time I can actually do this. What? Let's try this. This is gonna be fun. Let's try to see if it works. All right. So this
What is
post
he doing?
I
has
don't know.
1,360 people reached, over 100. No, it has 150 bits of engagement, 27 reactions, 2 comments, 9 shares, and now it's time for.
Shout out.
Let's see if this works.
Oh, you're gonna see if you can actually.
I'm gonna try it.
Oh, okay.
All right, we got Mike Mitchell. Wow, Jonica.
And he's
Yonica?
butchering everything already. It's like we never left, people. Like we never left.
Carissa. Oh man.
Please stop. Just stop.
Christopher, Michael, Madison, Morgan, David, Ryan, Steven, Renee,
Rianne?
Jared, Vinny. See, it's not just me. Lamar, Karen, Quinn, Lenny, Scott, Jamie, Andy, Ricardo, Andy, Chris, EJ, James, Rebecca. Thank you so much for being a part of the page and everything that is ILNL. This is going to be the only time
So
it
that's
works.
your first time seeing it from our perspective.
From this
right?
side, yeah. So, yeah.
Because she's normally in the back cracking up.
Yeah. So we got a couple comments. So John says, get Michael J. Fox. He doesn't look young enough to be Morty now anymore.
Right.
Even if they de-aged him, I don't think it'll work.
One way.
Yeah.
If they did
Morty's like 12.
if they made an adult version, though,
It could probably work.
he would make
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
he would make a good one.
And then James said it should be Tom Holland from Morty.
But
I'm totally in. Tom Hardy's already Tom
Holland.
Holland is already stealing roles that he shouldn't have anyway. I'm not going
Look,
down
would
that
you
road.
stop?
Oh my!
Please stop.
What?
You talking about Spiderman?
No, not Spiderman. No, I'm talking about my PlayStation game, Uncharted.
Okay.
I'm just
Remember Tom Holland's in Uncharted, and he disagreed
Which
with everything.
one?
See, Chris
4?
doesn't remember.
No, the movie coming out, or is it a TV series?
Movie.
It's a movie.
Didn't know that.
Yeah,
you did.
yeah, you were
Yeah, you
there for
did.
that.
He
We gotta
forgot.
talk about this in a very.
Yeah, it's been
Very-
a while,
it's been a-
but
yeah.
but
When they first were doing the casting and they announced that Tom was going to do it,
Oh yeah.
I still want
you're
Finian.
because remember
To do
how
yeah.
bad he
Didn't-
went off
Yeah.
about it,
So,
temper tantrum like.
that temper tantrum.
Oh,
So you're telling? I'm not okay. Forget it. We're just gonna go to our next one. I don't feel like dealing with it.
A temper tantrum.
I'm not going through this. So, Urkel animated musical among Cartoon Network green lights for new Acme night programming block. I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm curious about it, and
Like-
I'm curious about it because it's talking about
Musical?
Acme programming.
Yeah, it seems like they might be making some type of new block.
Right.
I doubt it's gonna take
Now-
replacement of what's the one with the robot?
Oh, Toonami.
Yeah, I doubt it's gonna replace
think
that.
that's
It's gonna be
different.
something else probably.
But I had this feeling that it was going to have a more adult feel to it, an adult theme, and
Oh, that could be fun.
Cartoon
Is
Network though.
which is also run by HBO.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'll
So-
give them that much.
Depends on how late it is.
True. But Urkel, like, sure he's
'Cause,
he's
I mean,
back
what-
in the news because of his new product line.
Right. What if that
Purple
actually
Urkel.
ties in?
That's what I was wondering. That's the first thing I thought about, like Purple Urkel. But I don't know.
Would you not watch a musical cartoon about cannabis, which will probably feature Snoop Dogg at some point?
I would not watch it because it's a musical.
Yeah, I'm concerned about the word musical.
I would.
It's weird enough, but it, this
do-
feels wrong and
I do remember
unnecessary.
them
And
breaking out into songs on Family Matters, right? They had those moments.
They did.
on
But it was
Family
it was all those
Matters?
it was all those fantasy things though. It wasn't like it was
Yes,
storyline
Stefan.
things.
No,
yeah,
well-
exactly. Yeah.
No,
Well,
they
I
were
couldn't stand
storyline.
it then. I don't want. I don't want a whole
they were
show of
storyline.
it. Stefan gonna be up in this piece singing
Because there was that
Whoever
time when he made up his
now.
own dance.
Yeah, do the Urkel.
I'm not even resurrecting that. Ugh.
I did have the cereal.
You
How was the
ate the
cereal?
Urkel cereal?
What flavor
Was
was
Urkel
it?
tasty?
Was it purple?
It wasn't purple that just yet.
It was delicious.
Urkel was delicious.
How did you feel after a bowl?
Stupendous.
Did it taste like cheese?
Absolutely not. However, I am a fan of cheese.
So can we say, for pun's sake, he did that? Because I believe I can get away with that one because of that.
Slightly.
All right.
Slightly.
All right. Great.
I'll
Thanks.
give you that.
Everyone gets one. There you go.
What happened?
He made a really stupid pun, but I let him get away.
I didn't make a stupid pun. I made an appropriate pun.
Same thing.
Jeez. All right. Back to the story at hand. So I'm
Thumbs down.
yeah, I'm with Tunisia on this.
Two
Like
thumbs
two
down.
thumbs down. Yeah, it's just
I'm willing to give it a chance, but it doesn't
Yeah, I was gonna
sound
say
good.
I'm gonna treat this like I treated that Jellystone.
I'm
show.
glad you brought that up because I was going in that same direction.
I'm gonna at least watch one episode to see what it does.
I'm
What to do.
not willing to do that because
Well, dang.
of some of the newer cartoons. Like the thing about Jellystone that hurt my heart was when you're taking characters and you're reimagining them, you got to be delicate with it. Like we can't see. Okay, perfect example. So with the Flintstones, when they did the comic book series for the Flintstones and they put them into a modern world and they gave them adult modern situations that are reflective of who they could be if they were modern in Stone Age times for today. It was delicate. They eased us in and it was fun. This, a musical?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like we still had at the core, we still had all the Hanna-Barbera favorites.
Yeah.
But they grew up with us.
Yes.
And all the things
This
were
was-
something we can relate to.
This
now.
was just they just slapped together like this new
So pretty
Jellystone.
much, if it was just simply a cartoon, then that would have kind of eased it in.
We're talking about Jellystone or this?
This.
I think so. Like
Gotcha.
like doing the musical parts of this. It's like watching Alvin and the Chipmunks, knowing what you're gonna get, and then they decide to jump the shark, and now it's Alvin and the Chipmunks Miami Vice style. It's too hard of a cut.
They did do that.
I was going, yeah.
No,
when they
not
did the
not a
Chipmunks
not
go
a
to the
fan,
movies.
not a fantasy thing. Like they changed the whole plot.
Oh, gotcha.
Like all of a sudden, all of them now are just crime fighters. It's too harsh. And the other thing is, if they have Jaleel White voice Urkel,
They are.
They are.
I can't. I was so glad this was over and I didn't have to hear that voice. Like even him doing the commercial for his product, that was fun, and it was short, and I could pace myself on it. It didn't feel like it was hitting me over the head. Now you're asking me to give up 30 minutes, an hour maybe, and he's gonna be singing
And
as
he's gonna
Urkel.
sing.
Nah, I'm done. I'm out.
Well, I don't remember.
Is he going to be singing?
I was
I
gonna
tap
say,
out.
Being a musical does not necessarily mean you're going to sing. He could be rapping.
I'm sorry, but
I mean, we
being in a
heard him.
musical,
Oh.
I heard him is like when he did Sonic. Like
that's even different. That Sonic voice is
Yeah,
not
the
an
Sonic
Urkel voice.
is that's his voice.
well, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
like he's not.
But yeah, he never sang on Family Matters. He actually rapped.
Yeah, but it's nasal. It's his that voice is so
There
nasally.
was somebody else that you had an issue with a nasal voice.
Who?
I can't remember.
Try to figure it out. Let me know.
It bothered you.
oh,
Yeah, I'm curious. Let me know who it is.
oh.
This,
That way I can feel it again. Because right now I'm feeling this energy and I'm not liking that.
just happened here?
Come at me, bro.
Right, like it's somewhere in
Like,
the archives.
No, but in all
in
seriousness,
the middle.
I'm
Feel
happy.
Unsafe.
I'm
Welcome
happy that
to
they're
my
even
world.
thinking about this, but I'm not. I reserve judgment. I want success because the character is so iconic, but I don't know that I can support it with my limited watching TV hours.
Like I said, I'm gonna have a day where I know I ain't doing nothing else. Let me see what it's about, and we'll see if I change the channel or not.
there you
See, I
go.
feel like we gotta wait though, because with that kind of thing, you gotta wait until it's 3 episodes in and start with that one.
But it's a
Because if you
cartoon.
I
start
was
with
gonna
the
say,
first one,
normally with cartoons, no.
Cartoons kind of run right into it.
no, fair point. I
Yeah, it's not
guess.
like watching a sitcom. I could see that,
Yeah.
but I
Well,
don't
no,
know.
even sitcoms,
Well,
Stuff
sitcoms
with
definitely
dramas.
better to
If it was
go.
a drama or something, then yeah, we'd have let's see where this is going.
I'd say any sitcom or drama, you should start farther in. Because especially since the first one's usually the pilot, it may not even have the same writers
Oh,
or
man.
same voice actors. And
Are we gonna have the Winslows appearing in this? Because it'll be like that Christmas special thing that we discovered where the sister Winslow and the brother Winslow were uncles and aunts or brother and sister and that and
Oh, I thought they were married. That's
yeah,
why
that's right. It
everyone
was married.
mad.
They were married.
Because it was
Well, I don't
weird
know,
because they're
'cause
siblings.
This, if they put
That was-
the Winslows in it, this would technically mean that it's now in the same universe as
Invincible. I knew you were gonna reach out for that. This is not the same
Because
world.
Carl would be a principal.
Well, he's technically the principal.
Yeah, he's the
At
principal.
Invincible,
Doesn't matter.
and that's his school.
I know.
Yeah, but he would have to be two people at once. He'd break the space time continuum.
Why?
No, he changed occupations.
So he's no longer a cop
Considering when he's a cop now,
in Chicago. He's no longer doing it.
Yeah,
Even
no.
with the family.
no, he's good. He's the principal.
After what he went through in Die Hard, I retire too and be with kids.
But see,
safer.
but it was Die Hard, and then
Then
Family Matters, and then Invincible.
No.
I
Family
thought Die Hard
Matters was
happened
out.
during.
Yeah, that was during.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
So he was a
Yeah,
cop
I
in
know
Chicago,
something.
and then he was. Congratulations. Everyone gets one. So he was a cop in Chicago in the show, and then a cop wherever else he was
Yeah,
in
that's
Die
why
Hard.
it's funny
New
because he's
York.
always a cop.
New York. New York? Was it New York?
I don't remember.
Or was that Chicago too? And he was just daylighting.
I just remember he happened to be at that tower that fateful night.
Well, I think we veered off a little bit. So let's wrap on the story. So thumbs up, thumbs down. Who's giving Urkel a chance?
Like I said, I'll watch it once.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
can't
you're not on
see.
camera. There you go.
There we go.
Sideways.
All right.
Yeah, I'll watch it once.
Yeah, watch it once.
All right. Let's move on.
He's saying no.
All right. Thank you for a little bit of a segue part because I needed something to kind of switch between the hard transition because we talked about hard transitions with whatever show that was and all that. So yes,
Yeah,
all that
baby.
doesn't make any sense to anybody else except us. I'm sorry.
Hey, baby.
It don't make sense to me. Continue.
Well, there you go. So the first new Game Boy Advance game in 13 years smashes the Kickstarter campaign that it was made for.
But how much?
Let's find out.
I'd like to know who still has a working Game Boy Advance.
Me. I got
Working?
two. Yeah, I got two.
Huh. Well,
Yeah, they're in my
no.
collection box.
And yet, I feel like I'm not surprised all of a sudden.
Dude, you should be.
No.
Yeah. All right, here we go. So, according to ILNL, the game is it had an initial goal of 25 grand, and it raised over 100,000.
More than
With
1,500
1,500
backers.
25
Wow.
grand to create a video game on an obsolete system. That's pretty dope.
I don't think.
Wait,
that's
go back to the top. Stretch. Go back to the top. Which include a physical Switch release.
Okay, so they're printing cartridges.
Co-op missions on Switch and PC, a GBA exclusive chapter, and more.
So they went all
So it's
in.
going to be it's multi-platform, and they're going to do a cartridge. I can see that being 25 Gs. That's development costs and all that type of stuff. So,
What's the name of it?
Chris's face says he has something to say.
What's the name of it?
Good Boy Galaxy. It's a dog space game.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
face.
yeah. You have the floor, sir.
I'm good on it.
But
Cause no,
Oh.
period. Because it's like I've been lucky enough to know somebody who knew some things, who helped me to get a Flight Simulator. So I got all the Game Boy games that I need. So I mean, I'm cool.
Like this is one you're not adding to your collection. Is that what you're?
I have enough of my collection. My kids, students, they have access to. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. So, I like this. I like whenever I see developers make games on obsolete systems like the Sega Saturn and the PlayStation 1 and Game Boy Advance and things like that. Because
Being that you
like-
still have working obsolete systems, I can see why you like it.
well, I like it more so because it extends the life. Like the companies gave it up and they're like, we're done. We're moving on to the next generation. And there's still people that's like, well, these were cool systems. I'd like to make something on it. And they didn't have a chance to do it in the heyday, and I think that's cool. What I think is even cooler is just the whole thing of Kickstarter. Like, I think out of all of us here, between you and me, Chico, I think we are on Kickstarter the most.
Probably.
And you're probably on it way more than I am. You fund more things than I do. So
Like what?
Mostly comic books.
yeah, a lot of books get off the ground on
Yeah,
Kickstarter.
they'll do their independent starters on.
As a matter of fact, one of our local artists by the name of Bobby Lex has tried, and I think maybe trying to run, I don't know, a Kickstarter to run a program.
He's got a new book coming out, right?
Yes, he does.
Enigma.
Yes, which is spelled very uniquely.
Don't ask.
Yeah.
have to
When
look
I
it up.
first saw the word, I could not pronounce it for the life of me. And
I
then
got
he
it
told
right
me what
off
it
the bat.
was, and I didn't get it. If it was in graffiti, I might have seen it.
That's a shame.
But it was in plain bold text, and I was like, I think his
And I
spell
think-
checker didn't work.
I think from being one of those kids that had a mom who was always like, "Can you tell me what that license plate says?" Those ones with the
Oh,
weird
you
stuff
ate one
on it.
too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh, that's a heck of a way to spell that."
Oh,
Okay, cool.
good job.
you want to know the best license plate I ever saw?
Sure.
Booty.
So they had
It was like 4
3
B's.
Ds.
OTY.
Wow. Wow.
She's been holding that one in the chamber for a really long time.
No, I didn't.
The opportunity has now presented itself.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Chico.
Yeah, so I'm more impressed really with the whole thing of just a Kickstarter campaign. Cause like we know some people who have ran Kickstarter campaigns and have been like that have not done anything. And we know some that have ran campaigns and have been wildly successful. The one I think we're the closest to is with K. Murdoch. He funded his albums.
Yeah, his albums.
Yep.
I can never remember Greg's last name, but he's the creator for Is Nana comic.
Mm-hmm.
I think all of his books have been Kickstarters and
Yep.
successful.
And VT Heroes,
Yes.
kickstarted by our good friend Jason from
They got a
over
new
at
series coming
J1.
out, right?
Yep. So
Is that on Kickstarter as well?
I
or-
think the way that he's expressed it to me, I think Kickstarter is like the launch off.
Okay.
So it might be another one. I just don't remember if that was a part of his plan of promotion. But in that, I like the whole thing of crowdsourcing to get something off the ground. I think it's just cool.
Absolutely. It's just like this for me. And me in my African home.
Like, yeah, I'm good.
I'm good. Like,
Kudos, but
mean-
I'm good. I'm the same way.
it's like, because this is going to play old games, right?
Yeah, like you get a cartridge and you put it in a system and you play it.
Yeah.
The old games, right?
No, it's a brand new
It's
game.
a new game
New game.
that was developed,
Just
put on
the one.
Kickstarter to fund it. It got funded, and now they're going to make it, and it releases sometime, later next year, it said?
I think so.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's a new game.
Yeah.
Not a new.
It's not a new. It's
No.
not a re-release.
Okay.
Yeah.
Simulator.
Okay. Well. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, it's like if you had an idea for
I have
a
to see
game.
more. I have to see more gameplay and stuff for it first before I
Right.
really.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
just excited for the idea.
Oh yeah.
I was just kind of
Yeah.
lost. Okay. Yeah. So.
So that changes anything for you?
Yeah. I mean, if it's going to be on the Switch.
Yes.
It's going to be on the Switch.
I'm not buying any.
And it was something about co-
At
and it's a
first-
co-op game, right?
Yes.
Cause like at first, like I was gonna buy a PS5 by my 40th, which is
Coming up.
It's coming up, and I'm not doing that now because yeah, I'm video gamed, not out, but yeah,
You've stockpiled.
very much so.
Yes. Yeah. So, overall, if someone wants to make games on obsolete systems, I'm all for it because, like, some of the really nice gems of games as of the last 4 years have been fun ideas that they brought to old systems. I like the idea. I like it all, and I think game companies, should take a look at these developers because that's how we got Sonic Mania. Because someone was a fan and they recreated their own Sonic game. Sega loved the idea, and next thing you know, it's on everything.
Nothing.
I like this. I like the idea of it. Yeah. So we have one more to go through.
One more.
And,
one more.
This is something that is just really crazy.
Man, I tell you.
But let me do this because again, I don't think we're going to have many opportunities for this to happen. This post reached 571 people, had 34 bits of engagement, 4 reactions, 2 comments. We're not going to give any shout outs because it's just too small. I just wanted to do that.
Shout.
You're not going to rob me. This is my job. I only had one job. You tried to take it from me. He stole my job. All right. Yeah, so China imposed a new rule limiting
Have you
children's
noticed
online
if it's
gaming.
not Texas or Florida, it's China. Doing really weird stuff.
Well, things that we call weird is probably normal. It's just weird to us. Well, except for Texas. Texas is weird. That's just weird. But yeah, is limiting children's online gaming to 3 hours a week.
That's not a lot.
Thoughts?
Plenty.
I need more information.
That's interesting, considering that the esports, like everything is
You
dominated.
did it. You hit it on the head.
by either. How can I say this? Okay, I can say it. By Asians or white people. Fuck it, I said it. Asians or white people. So it's dominated by them. So, okay, so as far as Asians are concerned, like if this becomes a trend all around,
It won't.
Like how that's going to change the game as far as esports.
Oh, absolutely.
It's going to change the game.
It's just going to exclude some people.
It's going to exclude a lot of people
And
because
then,
I mean,
and then it's a matter of, is there an age range to it?
right.
Well, considering it says
So
children,
it's under
yeah.
18.
There you go.
Right.
Okay.
And what we
Because majority of teams are, they're like of age, I guess between
but the age out
16
for
and up, maybe?
Yeah, but
No, much younger.
yeah, like talking about 12,
12 to 14.
yeah.
That's the
And-
prime.
on teams.
Yeah, 12 to 14 is the prime, and then they start to
Aging out
retire around 16.
16, 17, 18.
Okay, because I've seen like children doing singles competitions and things like that. The teams I've always seen are like they're like college age and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's college leagues for those types of games, but if we're talking about like the best example I can give is Overwatch because that's the one that I know the most. Like those sponsors get kids, they start training them around, I think they said around 10, 11 of age.
No, shout out to a certain team.
The Washington Justice. Yeah, definitely. Home team all the way, even though none of our players are from DC.
And no other team.
No other team.
Okay.
Oh,
What other team? What am I missing?
Ooh, the shade.
What?
The little kid's gonna be heartbroken when you come back.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. And much love to the Full Cell Armada.
What?
No, not Armada.
that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, how dare you?
How dare you?
He's talking about
Breaking little kids' hearts.
Talking about my kids over at
yeah.
Blake.
How dare me?
I don't even know what their team name is. They might be the Bengals. I don't know. I don't know. Poor kids. Go ahead. You were about to say something. I'll get back on my
Me?
point afterwards.
Oh, yeah, I did. Apparently, it's not even any hour, any 3 hours. It's 1 hour a day, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
Strict.
specific.
So here's my thought on it from thinking about it from a bigger standpoint. This hurts game companies like crazy. Because if you have kids playing something Impact, what is it, Genshin Impact?
I don't know if it hurts it, but I think it does change it.
Oh no, it hurts them. I mean, like if
'Cause
you
this
have
is
a whole
gonna
bunch of kids playing Fortnite, and then you drop down one of the largest population of players, that's revenue that they don't get.
This is going to start a weird underground to it, though.
I can see that.
I can still see people buying games because it's not like they say, no, you can't play games at all. You still have that time frame. There are going to be some that stick to it. Then you're going to have those that say, okay, we're going to buy this game, and we're going to do this, this, and that.
Well, apparently there was a limit already. This is just now more strict. Previously, China had limited the length of time under 18s could play video games to 1.5 hours on any day and 3 hours on holidays under 2019 rules.
Wow.
I wonder if they're trying to save their kids. Because if you remember back in the day,
They said it's
when they had those
it's
internet
like
cafes?
addiction. Yeah, it's in
Yeah.
response to something. It's
yeah, I'm thinking.
according to this, it's not just for fun, but
Yeah,
you
I'm
know.
thinking back to when they had those internet cafes and like the times that they would
that
report
was
that
more
players
Japan.
would
That was-
same deal.
Okay.
Yeah, they would like
They just-
sleep in there.
And they
Yeah.
they thought they were sleeping, and some of them like died in front of computers.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's in response to something like that.
There are better ways to deal with that. You can cut down on the cafes. You can cut down on how long they can use a cafe.
If you pay for 24 hours of access,
How about you not let people sit in a cafe for 24 hours, let alone a child sit in a cafe for 24 hours? Sir, where are your parents?
there's a level of maturity that's
Why are
probably
you
given.
not in school, at home, or something?
Because they're practicing to be the very best, like no one ever was.
You know what?
To catch them is zero test. to train them as their cause. They travel across the
Yes.
searching
Searching far and wide.
They're not traveling. They're sitting in a goddamn cafe for 24 freaking hours.
Yes.
And their parents let them.
In any instance, they have to fight. And they need access to the internet.
No.
And they need computers that are up to date.
Who are you promoting?
Right.
They need this.
I'm fighting. I am
He's part
fighting
of-
for them to
He's
have
part
more
of the
than
secret
3
Chinese
hours.
Children Underground League.
They know how to use VPN. Everyone does. They can hide.
Oh.
And that's also the question. How is it being monitored?
Yeah.
Probably internet traffic. I can imagine that. I don't know what China has as far as
'Cause you would
their
have
internet
to-
services, but I'm almost certain you can monitor how much bandwidth someone's using no matter what.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Monitoring
Talking about
bandwidth.
VPN.
Okay.
According to this, the gaming companies, the onus is on the gaming companies to limit access. So they're expected to, they're barred from providing services to minors in any form outside of those hours and must ensure they put real name verification systems in place.
Jeez.
Well, there you have it. That took care of a couple things that I was thinking about. So they have age verification at that point.
Yeah.
That's
Huh.
crazy.
Well, no dollop for them. No AOL Instant Messenger for them either.
Gosh, that's a heck of a regulation.
Mom, get off the internet. Get off the phone. I want to get on the internet.
It's almost 8 o'clock.
Hey, Tunisia, what you doing? I'll meet you online.
Oh God.
Goodness, okay.
Yeah.
Yo,
Hang up the
can
phone.
you imagine how jacked up it would be? You about to get your 3 hours in, and the joint says you have a download.
Oh.
Because it's gonna happen because you're not on there.
Or update.
If you're not on there, right? If you're not on there on a regular,
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So,
that's your 3
Are
hours
we-
for the
are-
next 3 weeks.
so is the 3 hours active 3 hours?
What do you mean?
So like you got to be playing something. You can't just leave your computer or a game console on to update and do all that type of stuff. Like can they let that
Can
go?
you set it and forget it?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, can you tell the difference?
I mean, bandwidth is bandwidth. You'd have to see what the activity is, but
Oh, you know what might skyrocket though? Single player.
oh, is the monitoring only happening in online games?
That's what makes you wonder.
Yeah.
That's the only
'Cause-
way to control it.
Because you can like turn the switch off.
Yeah.
No way to monitor it.
You can also turn off your connection to the internet on consoles and
Yep.
PCs. And then you hop on that sweet VPN.
Or they could actually be going old school. Somebody could.
And what,
have
do
a-
LAN parties?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, man, GoldenEye. One day we got to resurrect that. Well, I don't know. How many of us still have their N64s? I mean, not N64s.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the question is, do
N64?
you
No,
still have it?
It wasn't GoldenEye I was thinking. I was thinking of Halo. Linking up a whole bunch of Xboxes.
Oh,
Yeah.
ain't nobody got an Xbox.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's a conversation for another time. So, are we opposed to this?
Absolutely. Yes.
I don't feel like I know nearly enough about it. It does make me uncomfortable that they're trying to regulate such a problem that way. Like maybe, and it seems like, well, there's a reason why that's becoming a problem if it's such a problem, and maybe it's just going to redirect that effort elsewhere.
Yeah, that energy will go
That
somewhere
energy will
else.
go somewhere else.
It's
so,
it's one of them things where there though it's like You might as well just ban gaming altogether. This seems pointless.
I'm almost certain they make something from some of the play. It can't just be that, you restrict and there isn't some type of tax. I don't know. I can't think
Because
that.
then, too, how many factories are in China that are actually producing games?
The
Like
trickle down economic
you're
effect of
literally
this.
hitting your own pockets at some point. So, like you were
Yeah.
saying,
That's
it's
interesting.
weird.
There's a financial aspect to this that it has to hurt a lot of the manufacturers, the developers. Like I know Epic and jeez, I can't remember the name of the other Activision would be hurting from players not on their games. And
Wait, isn't Activision the one that's having problems right now?
well, they have their own problems that have nothing
Right,
to do with
so,
China playing games or not.
This is the least of their worries.
No, I think this just added to their worries. But, it's neither here nor there. So, what say ye?
Nope.
You?
This is stupid.
And you said you don't know enough.
I guess still no, because it'll just redirect elsewhere. So I guess no. But I
gonna-
still want to know more.
I'm going to say yes because I'm thinking about health. If I think about it as a gamer, my heart says no. But I'm hoping, I'm trying to be nice about it. I'm hoping that it's a health thing.
I see your point.
So
I
But
can
even
appreciate
still,
that.
there's still better ways for
I know
this.
3 hours is yeah. I don't know. I'm hoping for the best.
Like
Trying
you,
to get the benefit of the doubt.
you can literally say, in order to play this many games, you have to do this amount of exercise before you do anything.
Nintendo. Nintendo gets us off our butts when we choose to do it.
It's tough to police that, though. You just, strap it to your dog.
He has a. This man is wearing a watch that tells him how great he's washing his hands.
Exactly, but
Making sure somebody does an actual exercise before they get on a game. I don't know.
Like,
You gonna say they're gonna?
Good job. All right.
cause
Let's end the show. All right. So, doing the whole round robin of ending our show. Say goodbye, Chico.
goodbye, Chico. Oh.
Good job.
I thought I was Chico.
Peace.
Sometimes you are. You,
Goodbye, you.
for Kristen and myself, Tim. Thank you for watching and listening. As always, don't forget you can buy swag whenever you have that opportunity to do so, because we do sell some stuff, and it helps to help the channel and all that good stuff. With that being said,
This is ILNL.
now you say it.
You who?
Now you say it.
He acts like I can.
This is ILNL.
Now you say it.
No, goodbye.
No, goodbye.
Thank you. Because, I can't use him saying all the time.
No, that one.
I needed something else. So that worked out. Great. All right.